Shalom. Call hello Yahweh Bahasham Yahushai Bahasham Rakak Wadash. Double honors into the apostles, double honors into the elder bishops. Salutations to all my fellow laborers doing this work in truth and sincerity, risking their lives and their freedom to do so now more so than ever. The 144,000 and the scattered elect that are scattered around the four corners of the earth, that be like unto the speckled bird, the Israelite foreigners among the heathens that look like those heathens. And to the few Akwaf that are listening and learning, to you I say Shalom. This is your brother Malcolm from the branch of the great millstone, coming at you with another lesson in truth. And just an article, and Shabbat Shalom. And it's just an article that I just happened to open up. I was reading some scriptures, reading some prayers, and then, and this article popped up, and I started reading it, and I just like, and the Spirit jumped on me to do this lesson, so here we are. But if you see the very top, it says, Brooklyn woman charged with murder and animal cruelty. All right, and this was 3 hours ago. And then it says, Andre Eugene, 36, gave conflicting stories over what happened before and ... So it just said New York woman, and then it tells you Andre Eugene. So let's click on the story. All right. Trying to get this. There we go. Okay. Suspect claimed mom killed herself after stabbing her 58 times, throwing dog out of window. And this is what the cop said. So you have to have a lot of hate and a demon in you to stab your mother 58 times and then throw a dog out of a window. All right. So suspect claims mom killed herself despite 58 stab wounds. Yeah, that's going to go over well. So she was actually, and you know what? And then now that I'm thinking about it, this woman, all right, pictured there with her son, not her daughter, all right. She reminds me of a Ephraimite chick that went to school with me, and I haven't seen her, ever since. We went to my class is weird. They kind of hang out still all these years later. Then again, they're a bunch of house heads. So any house thing, in Chicago, they're usually, you're gonna find some people from my class there for sure. But all the events that I went to over the years, she's never showed up to any of them. Literally, I haven't seen her since prom, after graduation. I don't even know if it was so many of us. I don't even remember seeing her that day. But she looks like her. And that's what made me click on it, because I was like, damn, that looks like Elena Santiago. And I haven't seen her since. And then I'm looking at this picture of this man that they're calling a woman. See, that's confusion, man. Let's get a scripture. All right. Nothing but confusion, because news is history. So this will go, be written into history, and it'll be written into history, and it'll be confusing to people when they read it, about this woman who, and then yet it's a man. And they're calling it both in the same article, really. All right. But this is Psalms 50 and 16. I'm going to read to like 20. And it says, But unto the wicked God saith, What hast thou to declare my statutes, or that thou should take of my covenant in thy mouth? Because see, the Bible gives you strict rules on how to handle these matters. All right. Because first of all, according to the Bible, for all you Christians out there, okay, this man is supposed to be put to death according to the Bible. All right. And I'm going to prove that in the New and the Old Testament. All right. For two reasons: for dishonoring his mother. All right. And for the, for the alphabet lifestyle, according to the Bible. It says, Seeing thou hatest instruction and casting my words behind thee. Because see, look, I think it was Proclamation 5018 in 1982. Ronald Reagan, who was the then president of America at the time, Ronald Reagan, he stated that the King, he made that proclamation 5018, that the King James 1611 Bible was the law, the true law of the land. America is supposedly a Bible-based, country built upon it, but yet they throw the instruction behind them, because they'll have you swear in the court on the Bible, and then they put it down and pick up their statutes that aren't even from this country. All right, that's why you got that flag with the yellow fringes. Won't stop talking about it. All right, then they judge you by a law that's not even their own law, by some add-on stuff, but that's all so that they can make money and have power over you and get around your rights and stuff. But then verse 18, when thou sawest a chief, thou consentest with him, and hast been partaken with adulterers. Thou givest thy mouth to evil and thy tongue to frame deceit. So it's deceitful to say a Brooklyn woman accused of fatally stabbing her mother more than 50 times initially claimed the victim killed herself. All right, and so you would think, oh well, this is a mother posing with her son, the victim's brother. No, that's the assailant. All right. And then even when reading the story, look at this crazy stuff that's going on. Here's an article, but I'm gonna read to the left first. Brooklyn, a severed head, limbs found in a fridge may be remains of a drug dealer who went missing last year, sources. So, and I'm sure no one misses him. All right. Gen Z workers give Manhattan's shady new nickname, "Why would I come here for fun?" Wow, that's Manhattan's new nickname. A severed body parts found in a taped shut freezer in Brooklyn apartments as cops acted on Crime Stoppers tip. So look, man, the death angel is out. It's death all across Babylon and across the world, for that matter. But it says that will be the case because, the hearts of many are waxing cold. And for you to get angry enough or have, like that was a demon. You stab you. I don't care how, I've been very upset with my mother, but never enough to raise my hand to her. All right. And then, and how could you, just stab your mother 58 times, man? I just can't. Wow. But it says a woman accused, this man here, Andre Eugene, a woman accused of fatally stabbing her mother more than 50 times and then tossing a butchered dog off a high-rise building, initially claimed the victim killed herself, cops said. So then he killed the dog, man. And, I'm a dog lover, man. And just to be honest with you, my dog's lives are more valuable than what you 2/3 and you damn heathens is running around. Real talk. Andre Eugene, 36, gave conflicting stories over what happened before she was she was charged with murder. This isn't funny, but it is. All right. Aggravated cruelty to animals and criminal possession of a weapon, police said. Eugene was described by police as a transgender woman who had recently transitioned. And see, that's madness, man. There's a meme that I've been wanting to put up of this boxer, female boxer, rather attractive boxer too. Actually, it may be in the phone I'm actually recording with. So, but she refused to fight a man for her belt for a championship. And I guess they did a census on how the people felt about it. I agree with it. First of all, a woman shouldn't be boxing anyway. But, and she's a female in a female sport. No man has any business getting in the ring. All right, just because you woke up and decided, that you feel like a woman that day, whatever, man. It's just confusing. All right, it's just wicked. Okay, but Eugene was described by police as a trans woman who had recently transitioned. Police were initially alerted to the situation by Hyman's sister, who called the cops just after 7 p.m. So he does have a sister. All right. And Friday, Friday to say Hyman had called her and screamed into the phone, but she said nothing else. When officers arrived at Hyman's home at Hornell Loop in Starlet City, Brooklyn, they found Eugene naked and covered in blood in the building's lobby, police said. All right? So why would he be naked? You stab your mother to death, and then they find you naked. This is bugged out. A neighbor who is a retired cop was with Eugene, police said. And Eugene, who has worked as a teaching assistant in public school 17 for the last 10 years, and told the retired cop her mother had committed suicide. NYPD Chief Detective Joseph Kennedy told reporters Tuesday, "I don't need any help. My mother is dead. She committed suicide." Eugene apparently told the neighbor, but inside the apartment's officers discovered Hyman's body covered in blood and 58 stab wounds, with 26 wounds to the head. Wow. Okay, and you know, you can see the poor little dog blotted out there, and the women taking pictures of the PD. This, you know what? This dude just may really have a demon on him and just be crazy is all. You know, he might actually really be crazy, but that still wouldn't get him. You know, he still needs the proper justice, and the proper justice is for him to die immediately, not go to prison. It says outside the building, investigators found a small curly-haired tan dog lying in the snow after it had been stabbed 9 times and thrown off the apartment building. So he just was on the stab. This dude thought he was Jason or damn Michael Myers or something, man. All right, he stabbed his mother 58 times and stabbed her dog 9 times. All right, and threw him off the 11th floor balcony. Eugene had a dog bite on his thigh, so the dog was trying to and several shallow stab wounds to her chest. See, they keep saying Eugene and calling him her. This is madness. And several shallow stab wounds to her chest. Kennedy said Eugene was taken to Brookdale Hospital and treated for her injuries. Eugene told the police the fight started after her mother's dog bit her. Eugene then stabbed the dog, and then the mother stabbed Eugene back. I don't believe, man, this poor little dog. It's a beautiful little dog, man. Yeah, I don't believe anything's coming out of his mouth, man. This dog would just jump up and bite somebody on the thigh, this little dog. Yeah. Still, investigators determined Eugene's stab wounds to be self-inflicted. You see? Lying piece of shit. So, you know, he's not as crazy as he says he is. I'm not going to call him. His name is Eugene. He was born a man. I'm going to call him a man. We call you know, let him sue me. We call them hesitation wounds, Kennedy said. The stab wounds in Eugene's body we believe to be self-inflicted, Kennedy explained. So that means then after he murdered his mother and his mother's dog, all right, then he tried to cover it up itself, you know, and say that, you know, this is disgusting. Man, let's go to the scriptures, man. And I'm going to start in the New Testament first, because I said this dude deserves death, all right, for what he did, right? And, you know, he was a spirit created for vengeance, clearly, you know, and his mother's spirit was required. Unfortunately, you know, people don't understand that, because the Lord ordains all death, so there's really no such thing as an accident. You know, the angels will come and, you know, make you not see something or trip and fall and whatever, you know, and matter of fact, now that I said it, I have to read it because people will scoff, you know. So let me get the scriptures to prove that. This is Ecclesiasticus 28, all right, and it says, "There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes." So they're hurting the dog, the woman, as they're killing them, all right. In the time of their destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. So the Lord actually ordains the hits. So this lady who looked like my, you know, teenage childhood friend, the Lord required her spirit, all right, and used her own wicked son to bring it, to deliver her. But it says fire and hell and famine and death, all these were created for vengeance. All right. The teeth of wild beasts, scorpions, serpents, and the sword punishing the wicked to destruction. So these spirits, the spirit of Andre was created, all right, and the Lord used him to dispatch his own mother to the spirit world and send this poor little puppy back to the earth, because the spirit of animals goes back to the earth. All right, that's scriptural. That's also in Ecclesiastes, not Ecclesiasticus. But let's go to Mark, or it's actually in Mark and Matthew. Now I think about it, Matthew 15:4. Yeah, Matthew 15:4. For God commanded, saying, all right, so this is Yahushua. It's in red. The Lord is speaking. He's telling you of the law. Honor thy mother and for thy father and mother, and he that curseth his father or mother, let him die to death. So no, it really means let him be put to death. All right. So let's go to Exodus, the law he was quoting. This is Exodus 21 and 15. And it reads, and he that smiteth his father or mother shall surely be put to death. All right? That's what's supposed to happen to him, not taxpayer money to feed him and put him in a special place where the alphabet people hang out because he can't go to regular population or any of that. That's not what's supposed to happen. All right? You know, he gets put to death immediately, because if people got put to death for the crimes that they committed in society, according to the ones in the Bible that require death, a lot of things will start happening. But they're definitely not going to put to death women for adultery. They make too much money up for that. All right, you know, or men for adultery. They make too much money divorcing in the courts with the Title 4D and the spousal support and family support, all using all those codes and statutes that aren't even American, and got you people paying for it. Yeah, that's what they do. All right. Let's go to another scripture, Leviticus 20 and 9, and it reads, for every one that curseth his father or his mother shall surely be put to death. He that have cursed his father or his mother, his blood shall be upon him. So, man, you even curse, say something wicked, wish death upon them, harm them, strike them, you'll be put to death. That's an unacceptable thing within Israel. All right? And of course, it's not going to happen because we're in America. Well, once again, they claim to be a Christian society, a Judeo-Christian society, but yet they put the book behind them. All right? So let's grab one last scripture in Habakkuk. Because one thing's for sure, this man is in Malachi. I need to go to Habakkuk, Salakia. But yeah, but this is a Habakkuk 1 and 4. And it reads, therefore the law is slacked, and judgment doth never go forth. For the wicked doth compass about the righteous, therefore wrong judgment proceedeth. All right, so wrong judgment proceedeth here in Babylon. All right. So with that, I'm going to give all praises, all honor and glory unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Rakaha, Kwadash, Kwam Yasirala, Shalom.